Hey everyone, happy Canada Day to all my Canadian friends. Uh, it's been a somewhat emotional night. I'm okay, I'm fine. Scott will be late. He's on his live stream. He will be coming with me shortly. Just to explain a little bit what's going on. Um, and I will, I don't like asking for help. I will never ask for help for myself. I will, however, ask for help for others. Creekside Maples, if you haven't seen their videos, they, long story short, they got kicked out of their property and they are now homeless. And they found a property in Fredericton area in New Brunswick where they wanna purchase the land and call it home. Now they need to raise. I don't have the exact amount of numbers. I think it's around, from what they said, around $40,000 for the property. They're a little bit over halfway through, from what I understand. Um, Now, that being said, I I told them I haven't sold anything from my merch store yet, but I want you guys to know that everything that I sell from my store from now um, until the end of the month, because um, whatever they do, they have to pay for the land by the end of the month. So everything I sell before the end of July, all the profit will go to them. I will give them the profit. So if you guys want to support them, you can go straight on their channel, make a donation if you want, watch their videos. I think they're monetized. That will help as well. And if you want to have something in return, you can go in my merch store, purchase some stuff. The only thing that I will not give in a profit is whatever the kids are working on. The kids are working on little drawings and stuff like that, and I told them that they could put it up there and sell the stuff and keep the profit. So whatever the kids do will not go towards that, but everything else. Um, yeah, I think so. You can go after my live stream. Just go check out Scott's live stream from tonight. He's explaining everything. The channel is Creekside Maple. I have the links here. Just give me a second. I will go get the links. So, okay, let's just hope that it doesn't start playing too loud. Okay, it's on mute. Perfect. So, this link, the first link, is they're explaining what happened to them, why they have to leave. The second link will. Oh, that's not what was supposed to happen. Did I just press the wrong button, or that's not what I want to write? There you go. So that link, the second link, is them starting over. So they did a special premiere, and you can. Okay, I'm reading Marilyn's message. You can hear me in my. Oh yeah. Okay. Usually it's supposed to mute me. Okay, let me see what I can do here. All right. So, okay. So you hear me fine? Everything's okay now, Marilyn? So yeah. So basically, they had a contract with someone um, for land. They were supposed to pay the land over a few years and end up with the land after they were done paying. And I think they were pretty much at the end. They invested time. They invested, all they had for that property to build a house because there was nothing on the land, and the owner of the land decided that he wasn't gonna respect this part of the deal, and he called it off. So of course they can always go to court, but as you know, it takes money and it takes time, and I don't know what they're gonna do, but for now they decided to just try to find another place to call home and move out. So you have the two links there. I think um, someone will be on here later tonight. They should come. They were still not done with their live stream. They will join me in a couple of minutes. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. Uh, Got it, but Ken seems to post. I don't know what you want me to post. I don't know if that's what it was. Yeah, it is heartbreaking. Um, they were in Nova Scotia, and yeah, so now um, they're praying hard that they can find the money. They're pretty much selling everything they have. Um, you know, he has a motorcycle. They're selling all the furniture, pretty much. They said that the most important thing was for them to be together, to be on their new property, because of course you need a place to stay. They want to buy the land, and as soon as they can buy the land, they want to go and start building from scratch. So if any one of my friends out there, someone who lives close by or in the Fredericton area, they're supposed to get the land at the beginning of August. That's the plan, because I think the closing date is on July the 30th, if I'm not mistaken. So I am trying hard to get a little crew together to go down there for at least a weekend. Well, I say a weekend, we can leave Saturday morning, drive there, maybe sleep in tents or whatever, hotel, whatever is easier. Maybe work a little bit more on Sunday morning and head back home later. So if we are 3, 4, 5 guys, giving them a hand for a full day, we can do a lot in a day. So that's my goal. That's my way of helping them. I don't have much money to give away, but if I can do that, or if I can talk about it enough that people will help in other ways, I will definitely try to do my part. That's great, Angie. Yeah, they're a great channel, and the thing about them, they go live on, I think it's Tuesdays. They're usually just before Hickory Croft. They kind of um, overlap a little bit, but I laugh so much when I go in their live stream. They have these little games that they make, and it's so funny. It's so much fun. So everyone, okay, subbing right on. Thank you very much. So yeah, Canada Day, right? Did any one of you do anything special tonight, or are you going to do something special later on? Am I stopping you from going anywhere? I hope not. I was supposed to go to the beach. I was hoping to do my live stream from my cell phone from there, get the kids fishing a little bit, and see the fireworks later tonight. But it's raining, thunderstorms, and yeah, everything was canceled. Watching me, man, that must suck. Absolutely nothing. You guys kept working on the house. I can only imagine when we go there next year for the conference, and we drop by your place. Everything's gonna be done, hopefully complete. It's gonna be amazing. We went downtown to the celebrations, but honestly, it was very disappointing. Oh yeah. Usually have a couple of activities around here. I think the kids went to the how do you call it? Uh, those big balloon castles or whatever you call it. Um, they went to some activities there. They had hot dogs and stuff like that. So I don't know. I wasn't there. I left to go feed the animals, and when I came back, my girlfriend was gone with all the kids, and she said she was gone there already. So I enjoyed the time alone, and I worked in the garden. Planted some other garden things, and was trying to finish editing before coming here. I I am uploading some stuff on the cloud right now, and as soon as that's done, well, after my live stream, I will download them on my computer. I was able to do 2 videos today. I did a complete tour of Sel's spot, my new spot, but it's Sel's garden, so it's kind of a garden tour, but showing more the property and what we done, and another video coming on a very very cheap tomato trellis. Part. Tank, not think, tank, yank. I was like, what? My name is Kanuki Nuki. That's what his stepmom used to call me. I wore blue today. I wore blue all day also. I wanted to change shirt. I'm supposed to have a Canada something, a t-shirt that says something that like Canadian and proud of it or something like that. I don't remember where I put it. Couldn't find it. Harvested about 30 more garlic scapes this morning. Nice. You all have red blood. Love you all. Yeah. I was looking at my strawberry patch, and I could have harvested a couple of strawberries. I'm just hoping that they can get a little bit more red because they're kind of orange right now, like not completely ready. Have a couple of radishes also. Usually, when the radishes start, the rest is one after another. So I have some lettuce, spinach, pretty much ready. I have kale from last year, so I can eat that if I want to. Harvest about 40 last week. Question: is coffee tea time on tomorrow morning? Yeah, sure. If you guys are on board, I will set it up. I will. What I'll do is I'll log in tonight, get the meeting ready, so that way if something happens that I am not up tomorrow morning, well, you guys can still join and have your little chat. And Angie was asking if we could do that on another day as well or another time. If I drink coffee around supper time, I won't sleep for 2 days. So we'll have to see. Might be more something like a beer drink kind of night at some point. But I think every night of the week is taken by someone for live streams. So I guess it would either be very late or very very early. I have some choosing Noah, and I froze a bunch till I get to them. Freeze can eat them with butter on barbecue. Nice. Yeah, and he makes all kind of oil with like I don't know. She purchased books I don't even know how she gets the time to read the books. She learns and learns and learns, and she shares her knowledge. My brain can't even take it all. Decaf, yeah, I know. I when I go to work, I get half and half decaf, half regular, because otherwise I'm sitting in my chair and I'm like, okay, I gotta go, I gotta do something. What, just like my heart's pumping, and are Sundays better? I don't know. I was wondering the same thing, but then I figured most people go out, do things on Saturday night. It might be harder to get up early on a Sunday morning, but I can set it up 24/7 if you guys want, and just join whenever. Like, I don't mind. Well, I'm using my work account, so I have to make sure that I'm free during 8 to 4. But beside that, I'm good. So you could do on Sundays. Okay, well, since it's set up for tomorrow morning and people are already um, looking forward to it, I guess we can do it tomorrow morning. What I can do is tell them that if they want to join on Sunday morning, do it again for Sunday morning, and we'll see what people want to do. And yeah, like 1 hour later, you mean, or 2 hours later? I don't know what it is right now. I think it's 7 to 10 my time, or 7 to 10:30 my time. Decaf for a while, yeah. I If I drink too much, I get acid reflux as well. From 8 to 10, so that would be 9 to 11 my time. All good with me. So I'm wondering if Scott is almost done. He's still on. Uh, oh no, that's not. That's my live stream. I'm glad you guys can see what I see on that screen, because I was trying to see if Scott was done, and I clicked the link, but I clicked on my link. Brunch time, yeah, that could be a good idea. Eat a little snack in the garden and have a little chat. That'd be nice. I wish I could go outside to have that morning coffee, but my internet is not going far enough. I have the same problem. If I go on my laptop, it doesn't hold the connection. If I go on my cell phone, it will let go of the connection here and there. But at some point it will connect to the phone from the internet. The internet from the phone, I mean. So it won't show. Uh, Thank you, Jesse and Lisa. I'm guessing Scott is coming right there. Hey there, buddy. How are you?
Oh, I just can't speak right now, man. So after you left, all hell broke loose. they filled 20 squares
After I left,
after you left.
20 squares.
There's 20 squares full now. Speechless.
Wow. And you were talking about having at least two filled from your live stream.
I was happy just to see them smile, and to see the smile on their face and enjoying the music, and that's what it was really about, was to give them an evening to breathe. And like Jesse, we said just after you had left, Jesse had said, if we got one square, we were going to be happy.
Of course.
It was more or less just to give them a little bit of a break. And then, Mr. Jim came in and yeah. Whew, it was pretty touching.
So, yeah, Angie, I'm just gonna say hi to everyone there. Lynn, Angie just came in. Yes, I get a good cell reception in my backyard. It depends where on the property. If I go like just in front of the garage, it's not that good. But if I go around the house, I'm fine. So Angie's here. Thank you. And before you came in, I got Angie, Lynn, and Patrick to subscribe to Creekside Maples.
Amazing. Hey, Sheppy. And
Hello. Thank you. And Angie was asking what the squares are. So I'm going to let you explain.
okay, squares. Friends of ours. It's a so Creekside Maples. Um, Tony and Joni. They live in Nova Scotia. Um, they've ministered in the U.S. I guess you'd call it traveling ministry. I don't want to overspeak, but I believe that's what it is. Is they toured around. I know they were in Missouri, I think, Michigan, and they would, you know, Tony's a minister, and Joni's a an organist, I guess, or piano player, and then they'd lead, church services and whatever. But anyways, they decided to come back to Canada about 5 years ago and settled around Nova Scotia. They found this one home. Uh, it wasn't even habitable. Like they had to wear gas masks to try to fix this place up. It was, do they tear it down or do they try to clean it? So they put their blood, sweat, and tears into creating this dilapidated old place into a home. And with the price of real now, Tony said tonight that they had written a contract up that they would purchase it for $1,000 or
A
100.
hundred.
Yeah, 100,000. And so during COVID, whatever, their contract lasts, but it would they'd never missed a payment ever. They were never late. They never missed. They made their payments. They fixed the house up. They put all their money into fixing the house up on top of paying rent. And he was speaking at a church in New Brunswick, Easter. And whenever they got home, they got the phone call that you have to be out. We're selling our house. So instead of the 100,000 they can get from Tony and Joni, they were putting it up on the market for 300,000, and in essence, putting Tony and Joni out on the street. They were homeless, or they were about to be homeless. But it's hey, Mr. Jim. So yeah, they one thing led to another. They came out with their story, and they created a board, and there was 300 and some odd squares. And each square signifies $99. And there was 380 squares, and 380 squares. I just, forgive me. And so they've been at this now for quite a while. I'm going to say about a month. And so the squares are coming down on Tuesday during their live. Just before Chris and Sarah go live, Tony and Joni go live. And so just before during their live this week, they crossed the halfway mark. They've had to sell their living room furniture, their zero-turn mower, they're smokers, they're welders, like they're not just sitting back. They're selling every worldly possession they have to try to get themselves a home, a property that nobody can kick them off of. Like, just think, you come home one day and somebody calls you and says, yeah, you're out, you're homeless. What do you do? Like, I can't even fathom that call.
Yeah.
And
Heartbreaking.
so that's it. So each little square signifies $99, and we were able to do 20 squares tonight in my live. And it was absolutely a touch live. If you weren't there, go back. I had all about Sarah. I asked her if she would come and sing for an hour. She honestly has the voice of an angel.
Yeah, like I heard her sing and I'm like, is she like a celebrity or something? And I don't know her. Like I was kind of afraid to ask because like if she's popular and I don't know her, I kind of feel bad. But like she was really like, wow.
Okay, so, and I'm sorry, she was going through my Wi-Fi, which is garbage. So on her whenever you watch her channel, like, it's 1,000 times, her voice is 1,000 times better on her own channel, because there was four of us up on panel tonight, and I'm only running about 5 meg. So it was lagging, which I felt bad, but it seemed for that 1 hour there was no issues. So it was a blessing. um but yeah, there's so much, that Tony and Joni need. And I've been talking to Remy, and he's trying to put out the word. And um
Oh, it's
uh
gone. Oh, okay.
no, I was getting a call, but I'll call him back after.
All right.
He called me in my live, and I'm like, all right. No biggie. But yeah, no, I'll give him a call. But so yeah, I can't really do their story justice. If you go back on their playlist, um, I don't know if Jesse's in here. He's the one with all the. I don't know, Jesse. Are you in here? Because he'd be able to just drop the link like that if he was in here. Um, but anyways, if you go, you can go through and see what their story has been in the last month. And yeah, Jesse is here. I don't know if you want to just toss him a wrench for tonight, and he
Uh,
can drop links.
as
Or
one, you tell me I can trust him, I'll trust him.
uh, yeah, he's my adopted father, so you're pretty good with him.
Right on.
And if he gets out of control, don't worry, I know a guy. But yeah,
I will try to have Tony and Joni to join in the next couple of weeks.
okay,
I know it's hard for them to wrap
that's
their heads around everything that's going on, and I don't want to bug them with that. I know they've told their story a lot of time by now, so I'll wait until settles down, and
yeah,
maybe like by then they'll have the money, you know, to buy the land and get things done. And I'm
that's
not in a rush. It's just
well, and that's it. And they're still going to need folks from Nova Scotia, that have a truck, a trailer, that doesn't mind to run a load to Fredericton area. That's a huge burden on them as well. Tony's still trying to cut lumber. as we speak. That's what he's doing during the day. Even right now, he's not going to tear his mill down until it's time. So, he's trying to mill as much lumber as he can for the new place. And yeah, it's a pretty touching subject, sorry. And yeah, they definitely if you know anybody in Nova Scotia, and I'm not just directing this at Remy, it's anybody that's in the feed, family, friends that might be able to donate a day, and run a load up with them one day, or um, you know Joni's mom, still from their place to Joni's mom is still quite a hike. If we could find even somebody that's even a little bit closer to where they live, that they could put the lumber, or there's just so many variables that have kind of
Yeah.
organized and prepared, because once that land is paid for, they got to jump, because yourself, New Brunswick, you can have snow from September to Christmas. It's a crap shot. You never know.
Yeah, it probably won't stay. If they have snow down there in September, it probably won't stay.
No,
Usually we go deer hunting in that area, and the snow's gone. It doesn't
but
really stay long.
again, they don't. Oops, they don't want to do the what if. Geez, this year we got caught because they only have a tent, and
Yeah.
in winter you cannot live in a tent. So it. Yeah.
So the goal, he sent me an email saying what his plan was.
Yep.
Like he wants to build a kennel for his dog, and then a coop for his chickens, and he also has to take care of the house. So I don't know what the plan about the house is. I think he just wants to have something safe and secure for the winter. I don't know how big he wants to go. I don't know how big he can go.
He's already drawn it up.
Okay.
He has the drawings. He actually did them himself. I obviously, I don't believe it's going to be a mansion. By the sounds of it, it's almost like an A-frame. Um, and the blessing is that he does have the sawmill,
Hmm.
so they've been able to cut. Hopefully, by the time they're ready to move, they've been able to cut a majority of the wood that's going to be used for the house. So, you know, yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and I just cannot wrap my mind around being homeless.
Hmm.
Like somebody walking up, and not even walking up, not even showing up in your driveway. They haven't even got the common decency to do that. Call you
Yeah.
on the phone. Yeah, we're selling the house. Sorry, you're homeless. What? So that's what they're dealing with. So tonight was just about trying to rejuvenate, give them a little extra kind of spiritual soul, um, not building, but just to let them know that they're not alone, that the community's here, and to introduce them to a community that I might have that they don't have,
Hmm.
you know, and if we can, join a whole bunch of communities together to become one,
Hmm. You
it
can do a
actually
lot more.
helps everybody.
Hmm. I just want to say a quick hi to everyone that just came in. I know there's a bunch of people that came in from your live stream. Thank you very much for joining. New subscribers, thank you. Gary GBL, he's from Nova Scotia. Uh, Gary, if you don't know everything that's going on, know Jesse dropped the links of a Creekside Maple story. You might want to go take a look. And if there's anything you can do to help, give a hand, time, money, go buy some stuff from them. I don't know. There's so many different ways you can help. Um, just, do what you can. And that goes for everyone. Like I said earlier in the stream, I haven't sold one single thing from my merch store yet. And I know sometimes when it's for a good cause, people tend to buy more. So if I sell anything in the upcoming month, I will give everything away to Tony and Joni. So I'm hoping I will share my link. Just a sec. I think that should be it. Copy link.
And that's awesome, Jeremy.
So that's my merch shop right there. All the profits I get in the next until the end of July, I will either give it straight to them or put it aside to put gas in my car to go down there to help them. We'll see what's the best option when the end of the month comes. That is it. All kind of before it ends. Yeah. StreamYard is acting up. Yeah, Canada Day. We're gonna have to stay a little bit on the positive side. In a couple of minutes, we will wrap up the story. Creekside Maples is here. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope that you have had a wonderful night, and I hope that we can make it even better. I heard the good news. So many, much more stickers added in the end. I said it. I went upstairs to grab some cereals, came down. You were adding like 7 stickers. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave again. I leave to get ready for my live stream, and and then Scott tells me you added like 20 stickers. I'm like, what? So you're gonna have to do another live stream. I'm gonna come and go a couple of times. See how that works.
Oh, it was it was a night that we honestly could not.
Oh,
We didn't dream of this happening. And yeah, it just if you don't know his story, amazing channel. I don't always comment. I watch a lot of their stuff and his gardening and all that stuff and how he's converting the old church into a house. What a great little story.
yeah. I
And
had Nova Scotia in mind, but it's Newfoundland. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah. And I believe he's a school teacher in Newfoundland. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there. The house footprint is 20 by 30 and it's a 612 pitch. So it's going to be quite a pitch.
Cool. Let's hope we can get that done. You said it perfectly. I'm not a carpenter. If you ask me to put a nail in the wall, you might get the hammer through a wall, maybe not the nail. But I can drag stuff around. I can mow the lawn. I can, uh, you know, hold stuff still for you to hammer and do my best. I guess I can cook. I'll cook.
There you go. You know, uh, that weekend that he picks to do, the barn raising or the house raising. He's going to, let's face it. Let's go back to the old analogy. Many hands make light work.
Mm-hmm.
And, if we can, even if, if my health was better, I'd do a trip down, I've got a nephew on one side of them, and my brother-in-law's on the other side of them. You know, but like I say, my health, I can't lift anything over 10 pounds. So, like you say, I could hold up a board, or I could cook. That'd be about the extent that I could do. So, probably more or less be in the way.
Yeah. There's always something you can do though when you're hardworking. Like if I go there, I'll do my best. I'll listen to whatever he has to say, and I'll do what he wants me to do, and I won't blink. I'll just go and work and try my best.
Yeah, absolutely, Angie. You guys, you know, you're you guys worked your tail off getting getting all your stuff together up there as well. And it's funny, they're the closest. Well, no, I guess Red is the closest YouTuber to me, but Angie and Mike are like within an hour, and Remy's 12 hours away. And well, we've already had dinner, but yeah, I still haven't met Mike and Angie yet. Oh, gracious.
Your frame is good and easy to build and can be quick. So 10 feet wall and roof is a 12 pinch. Yeah. So yeah, Creekside. Yeah, a lot of people subscribe to you tonight.
Excellent. All, and if you can go and just play their playlist,
Yeah.
Tony's got playlists set up, and I know it's only 8 cents a commercial, but 8 cents over, letting it run all night with headphones on it. It all builds, right? It all adds up, guys. And if we can, even if we can each throw them on for one night, excuse me, you just, the ball's rolling.
Exactly.
And, it's not a small little snowball anymore. It's getting pretty big, and it's got some momentum going to it now. Mm-hmm. And it's it's just absolutely amazing to see how things are transpiring. I guess that's what I'm looking at right now. Tonight, like I said, Jesse and I were thinking that we were going to have fun, listen to Sarah, and then come to find out that through blessings and two big blessings, 20 squares are filled. So I truly believe right here in my heart, Tuesday night's going to be a big night. So you're going to want to be at Creekside Maples Tuesday night. And Tony does some really cool stuff. Not that he got to it last, because the train started rolling early and he didn't get to half the stuff that he normally does. And it was probably the longest live he's ever done. And it was just such a blessing. And yeah.
I think I don't remember laughing as much on the live stream than what I did when I was on his first live stream. Well, not his first, but the first one I went to.
Yeah.
He plays the little games and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So how's your garden turning out, by the way?
My garden?
Yeah.
It's all right. It has a lot of weeds, of course. But I'm on vacation for a week now, and I'll be able to spend a little bit more time in there. And it seems that everything just happens at the same time, right? It was Fiddleheads are vesting time. Right after the conference, I was trying to get the coop moved to my new spot so I could get the animals in. And it was time to get stuff in the ground as well. And everything just happened at once. And now I can see like the light at the end of the tunnel right now, because I know after this week, if I can get stuff done, I can relax and just like stay on top of things. Stay on top of weeds, harvest whatever has to be harvested. it's a good thing and a bad thing that I have 5 kids and they eat a lot, so I don't have to spend as much time preserving stuff. But then again, I don't have much stuff in the freezer at the end of the season. But whatever I can save in the summer, every bit counts, I guess.
This year my cucumbers are going crazy. Actually, they've overtaken the okra plants that I had planted, and I really wanted to um, give okra a try because people said, well, they can't grow in Canada, you know, and I'm like, well, they grow it in upstate New York, so why can't I grow it in Canada? And I've got two plants that haven't been taken over by my cucumbers. So I'm going to pickle every darn tootin' thing of cucumbers you can think of. I'm gonna have relish. I'm gonna have, yeah, whatever type of pickle. Uh, I've probably got 40 cucumber plants came up.
Nice.
Yeah, tomatoes are just starting to, like, the buds on my tomato plants are amazing,
Nice.
and the peppers. I did one full bed of peppers, and I've got everything from hot Jamaican peppers right through to um, bell peppers.
I have like 10 different kind of peppers, and I know nothing about peppers. So when they come out, I'm just gonna harvest everything, put it together, and take whatever, try to make salsa, and it might be very spicy or very sweet. I don't know.
Or dehydrate. You can dehydrate them and make powder out of it.
Yeah, that's another option. That's what I did last year. It
Okay.
was I just had like a little that big pepper, just a small one, and I dehydrated it, and it was very spicy.
Well, it's Kyle and I that um, stuff. The girls and Debbie don't do spice, so um, Kyle and I are going to make hot pepper poppers instead of
Okay.
jalapeno. We're going to use hot peppers. I've got ghost peppers planted. I have, so I can see the two of us sitting down with a pound of bacon and some cream cheese and a whole bunch of different peppers and challenging each other to see who can eat what.
Everything with bacon is good. It's
Bacon's,
trust.
yeah.
You cut off for a little second there.
Oh, my back?
Yeah, well, it's just you started speaking and I didn't hear anything. It's just like, and then you came back.
Huh? Okay. Well, that's good.
So a lot of people are talking to each other as well. Um, yeah, Canada Day.
Yeah. But
Anything going on? I was supposed to go see the fireworks, but it's raining here as well. So nothing going on here tonight.
okay. Um, well, it's not raining here yet, but it's pretty cloudy. Um, I doubt I'll go. Um, I tried a new drink tonight that I rather enjoyed, so
Nice.
I won't drive now. And
No, that's good.
my son's gone away. My one daughter's at a gathering. She's the DD out there, and my other daughter, I don't know where. She's at her boyfriend. So
21 stickers. That's awesome.
yeah, but
That's great, Gary.
yeah.
Yeah, people talking to each other. Actually, 812 pitch. Nice. The biggest thing to get done first is to get the holes in the ground and post and footings after we mow the field. Yeah, and you haven't walked the whole field, so you don't know there might be some other treasures that hanging around out there. Like I mean, yeah, I've seen a video where you're going around and finding stuff all over, but if there's a piece of metal right in the middle of the field and you go on top, like you go over it with the tractor, you might have a little bad surprise. So just be careful.
Mm. He's he's
No
up
hammer for rams.
he's up near Kent in New Brunswick. He's about 4 hours away from your new spot, Tony.
Yeah, I'm in the Restigouche area. Listen, we will sub all channels and check us out. Right on.
Well,
Uh,
I don't know, Patrick. It's not really a fancy drink. It's one of those. Remember, as kids, we used to have rockets, the or the popsicle that was like the red, white, and blue. That's what
yeah.
it tastes like. And I don't know. They're only like $3, so I wouldn't call them fancy. Now, you couldn't drink many of them. They're very sweet.
Yeah, those things can be dangerous. I remember the year I graduated, so that's 22 years ago, 21 years ago. On I think I was supposed to go to the after prom party. I was home waiting for my drive that never came. I had hate Smirnoff Ice vodkas, those bottles there, those drinks,
Yeah, yeah.
and I went through them in about an hour with a straw. Didn't end up well. I was working the next morning. Well, I was supposed to hold the stop signs on the side of the road, but the stop sign was holding me.
Yep. Oh, okay.
We'll try to catch up. Hello, Belly Acres, Jillian Carey. Thank you very much for being here. Uh, yeah, Marilyn is one of my moderator. I gave the little wrench to Jesse and Lisa because there's a lot of stuff to share, and I know he's on top of it, so he's helping a little bit with that tonight. A lot of moving parts to all of this, especially logistically, but it will happen. We are organizing everything right on, and I love the way that you're optimistic about everything as well. I know when you get the news, it's probably very heartbreaking, but you take a step back, you look at your options, and you start moving forward again. Hello, Cindy Brown. First time I see you here. Thank you very much for dropping by.
Hey, Cindy.
Uh, oh my god, six of us. I wonder. I they eat a lot, but they're not like I don't mind going out in public with them because they're so calm and relaxed and like I mean they're good kids. Uh, Selge, hello Selge, thank you very much for being here. Did you go to the property tonight, Selge? There's a little something I did there for you. I have to head out. It was nice chatting with you all. You're probably gone by now, but if not, thank you very much for dropping by, Angie, and say hi to Mike. Yeah, I think Dave can grow pretty much everything. Green flourishing grass in my garden, some corn, squash, melons, and onions. Nice. So, anything else you wanna add to that story? Everything's been told.
Not, yeah. Like I could talk for 17 hours, but
Go ahead.
you um,
You can talk about yourself. You're on my live stream. Go ahead and talk about yourself, about your channel, what you do.
as little as possible. No, I garden. Um, I do have a very good drone. Um, I've had some issues trying to um, get the information that I'm seeing actually um, to get it to record, and I can't figure it out. I've called the DJI guy, so they're working on that. I've got I garden. Um, yeah, that's awesome. So the farmer, if anything's out there, he should have ran over it already.
Cool.
But I, being disabled, as I've got rods and screws and mesh in my neck and soon to be my lower back. I wanted to show people that just because you're given a diagnosis like that, my bones are crumbling. So, it's not when I'm going to be in a wheelchair, or not if I'm going to be in the wheelchair, it's when. All my bones are calcifying. There's nothing I can do. There's no but I just wanted to come on and YouTube channel just to show people that just because you're given per se a life sentence, you got to keep going. Although the government will roll over and lay in bed, and it just doesn't happen. I will show the stuff for the raffle as well if Jesse wants to. Actually, if Jesse shares the one link that shows the folks what the raffle's about, Jesse, so they can click over and then come back, so they know what the raffle's about. But like, I'm planting in 5-gallon pails. I have raised beds because I can't garden in the ground. I've got old IBC tote that we used to keep sap in. Well, it developed a hole. Well, that's no good losing sap. So that's what you want. Whenever you've got a garden, you want it to drain water. So I cut it in half, and I've actually got my zucchini, cantaloupe, and snow peas planted in there.
Nice.
What else? Oh, I've got a kiddie pool that I've got cucumbers, carrots, okra planted in. I've already got a big, huge feed of radishes out of the garden already. I'm actually planting my second go round of radishes, and I tried a new type of radish. And there's a lot of people that I know of that didn't like the taste of radishes. Well, this is called a breakfast radish, and it doesn't have the extreme heat or flavor of a radish. It's actually a mild radish taste. So it was really good, and I'm glad I tried it. But I do like the other kind of radishes, so those are the ones that are going to go in this weekend. And well, I'm always over on the farm. I've got a calf. We have we're not sure what we're going to do with our hogs. We did have a number of 8 to 10 hogs that people wanted us to raise, but the price of feed, we can't afford it. Like, we up to last year, we used to sell $4.50 a pound. That was cut and wrap. So that was the purchase of the pig, feeding all summer, and then cut and wrap.
Nice.
We're almost going to have to double that here because of the price of the feed, and we're not crimping on the quality of feed that we feed the hogs to be able to give that low a price, because then we're kind of cheating ourselves.
Yeah, you want to keep the good quality of the meat.
Well, that's it. The hogs are given corn, oats, and molasses. and we always add in more molasses, and and then whatever birthday cakes or whatever we can get from the store, old buns, bread. I happen to know one of the managers, and he's an amazing guy, and he would give us all the outdated stuff. So we had barrels last
Oh, nice.
fall of, like, you know cakes and whatever else. Oh my god, the hogs thought they were in heaven, you know and it just put enough marbling into the meat, um that it was all throughout the meat. It was just absolutely amazing. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that this year. Like, we'd have to almost charge. Well, we figured it out the other day. It would have been $9.25 a pound cut wrap, because the hogs that we do, they're specially bred for bacon, so they're long,
Okay.
and you get quite a bit of bacon off of each
Okay.
bacon. And like we said, we're probably just going to look after ourselves this year, unfortunately, and it, it's just because we don't mind paying that for our own food,
Yeah.
but to try to and that's 9.25 was no markup. That was our cost.
Wow. It's
So
insane. Like the cost
yeah,
of feed is going up so much.
well, you can't even buy cattle cubes anymore in Canada. They're not selling them, and it's like, really? Because I always used to buy the cattle cubes. They call them cakes sometimes, and there's the Americans in the lower U.S., because they don't have nutrients in their hay. They have these protein pellets to give their livestock minerals and whatever else. We feed them up here as treats. So if I don't want our big bull around, I'll throw a handful of cubes over in the corner, and he'll go snack on those and leave us alone. If we got to go in and do something to one of the girls that he's not going to like, and
Hmm.
it's something quick that we don't want to lock him up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is what it is. I've got my calf, and I'll have my pig. But what we're considering is actually buying market pigs
Okay.
that are ready to go for the market, because they're only charging 300 bucks for 200-pound pigs. Well, we can finish those out, and it's not going to be as expensive as going from
A to
uh,
Z.
yeah, a baby. So yeah, it's something's got to be done. I know the Ontario government lowered the gas by 10 cents, and they're after the feds to do the same. But like I said, what's 20 cents? You know, um, we are fortunate. We're back down to, um, we're sitting at 198 right now for
Okay.
unleaded.
The last time I checked, it was 219 here.
Yeah. So we're sitting at 198, and diesel is at 232 or 235. It was the last time I checked. Um, so really, what's 10 cents? Like, on my live stream there 2 weeks ago, I showed everybody, we heat by oil. Well, I forgot to get, well, I didn't forget. I was trying to outweight the gas prices, hoping that they'd go down, but I needed a fill up. to get me through the summer into probably Christmas will be the next time I need a fill up. But it was $1,600. How can people afford that? Like, people are going to have to decide between groceries and heat.
People are going to go bankrupt.
Oh, like, but yet you've got Sparkle Socks, who has an entourage of 30 vehicles and burning all sorts of carbon in the vehicles, and we're paying for it. And it's just like, everybody that's against, or that everybody that wants the gas tax, they either don't drive, and then you have people that are lobbying that say you got to cut down on petroleum use and blah 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 blah. Well, they've got the big houses on the water that are all got glass windows that they're burning all sorts of fuel. They're the ones running the big SUVs and the big trucks, and and that's what took it up $1 was the carbon tax.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we can't sustain this.
No, and I mean,
Canada is actually a negative. So other countries borrow our carbon to use for their own because they emit so much carbon. Well, because we're all lakes and trees and barren land, it cleans the air, and they still want us to cut down. Well, how much more can we cut down?
I go to work and I come home.
Yeah.
It's all I can afford to do. And right now I'm starting to wonder if I'm going to be able to continue going to work. I told my boss the other day, I said, if it goes over $3 a liter, I'm not going to be able to afford to go to work. I'm going to be homesick. I'm going to call in sick. I'm going to have to.
Yeah. And, there's a lot of people in my community that travel into Ottawa every day to work. Some of the guys that are working construction, they're paying right now. I have a buddy that was just telling me last week he paid $425 in gas just to get to work. That's all he drives his truck, is to and from work. Like,
I have a small Jeep, and it costs me about $100 per week to go to work.
That far from work?
Nope, 20 minutes away, and it's not that hard on gas.
Yeah, and really, you've got like country roads and you got highway, so it's not like you're stop-go city traffic that you're going to burn more fuel. It's all highway driving.
Melissa, I think that right now we're paying about $10 a gallon. That's about the cost of gas right now. Take care of yourselves.
Well, no, because gas, you take it at what? 3.8? Isn't it? Or is it 4.5?
I could do the calculations, but I don't feel like it.
But it's not here or there. It's out of control. And, they got to do something, because, like, the reason why I've planted so much this year is my truck, unless I've got a meeting, stays in my driveway.
Mm-hmm.
And
you'll try to avoid going to do the grocery. Like, just going there is expensive. Plus, once you're there, it's even more expensive. Everything's going up there as well.
Well, obviously, because it's just going to be handed down to the consumer, same as we're dealing right now municipally, that all the people that are doing like Walmart and Pepsi Cola, and even Smirnoff, so to recycle this can, they've got to pay the provincial government because they're going to take over recycling. So it's going to go back to the end consumer, hoping that they're going to cut down on packaging material. And it's like, at what point are people just going to throw the flag in and say, I can't afford to go to work. I can't afford to heat my home. You know, and I say it with a chuckle, but it's with a chuckle because I know there's people that are going to have to decide. I've already been told by some of my residents, they are going to have to decide between getting a fill up of oil or eating. So do they eat 1 month, get oil 1 month, eat 1 month, and get oil 1 month? If it's going to be $1,600 for a tank of oil, and the almanac that I read that's always pretty good is calling for one hell of a cold winter.
It's not going to be a good thing.
It's not a good thing because folks are just, even, everybody said, switch to propane. It's so much cheaper. Well, you do the conversion now, it's the same price as oil. So the only thing that's cheaper is natural gas. And us folks that live rural, we can't get natural gas. But, so yeah. And before I got on that soapbox, so yeah, I'm just about homesteading, farming, gardening, neat things that I do. I was supposed to go live today during our Canada Day parade. Unfortunately, I had to record it because for some reason there must have been a cell tower down. I couldn't get any cell service to go live. So I just had to record it. So after, I was hoping to get it done this afternoon, but there was just too many people on our Wi-Fi. So I'm like, oh well.
Yeah.
So it turned out that, as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to go upstairs and edit what I did today. But
put it up for tomorrow.
Well, I'll put it out. Yeah, well, probably. Well, it's all about Canada Day, so.
Yeah, true. That's why I did a little short this morning.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to do. And then, Jesse was saying, oh, it'd be cool to watch your parade. So that's why I was going to go live. Yeah. That didn't.
I was going to film the fireworks tonight, but yeah, got canceled. Well, the plan was to go to the beach.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have got the kids to fish a little bit and then watch the fireworks, but we had storm and showers and decided to stay home.
Now, would you have to go to Camelton or down?
We go to Charlo.
Oh, okay.
It's just the opposite way.
Yeah.
It's only like maybe I'd say 15 minutes away, but I don't even think it's that far. Maybe like 12 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we can make little fires and.
Oh, and I meant to tell you too. If you if you guys are looking for a snack of lobster, the one that's across from the Chev dealership, out on your way to heading to Appleton,
Okay.
There's a little gray trailer there.
Okay.
Oh my God, Remy! It is the best lobster I've had in our life. The shell was over an eighth of an inch thick.
Nice.
And they were like, we bought them out for Mother's Day whenever we were down there. And then we went to the fish store down near Dairy Queen. Nice people and whatever, but they wanted almost $20 a pound.
No,
lobster wasn't worth $20 a pound.
No.
So
it used to be the food for the poor people. Back in the days, if you went to school with lobsters, you were considered poor.
Yeah. Now,
Now, if you have just the one leg, you're considered rich.
well, like I say, and that guy in the trailer was charging like 13.75, which I don't mind paying for lobster. That's a half decent price for a good quality product.
Mm-hmm.
And he's definitely got it. And he sells the day olds. So they'll fish today. It'll be in the trailer tomorrow morning cooked.
Nice. I'll go
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah, he uses salt water right from the Restagush in whenever he cooks the lobster.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah, it was quite cool. But I meant to tell you that, and I forgot.
It was forgotten. Yeah, it's all right. It happens.
Yeah. Oh my.
we we don't have enough stuff to think about, right?
Oh, yeah. That was a trip. That was a whirlwind trip. Man, was I sore by the time we got home.
Fireworks can be seen from the driveway.
Wow, that's awesome.
Usually,
I
go
might
ahead.
I might try to take up my drone and see if I can see see the lobster. Jesus. Um, see the fireworks from the house. If I go up, I think 500-600 feet, I should be able to get a pretty cool view of the fireworks.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Usually, from here, from my place, I can see the fireworks in Dalhousie and the ones in Charlotte, and I can see the one in my own village. I go on my balcony, and I have this big, nice view of all the bay,
Okay.
and I can see all the way to the province of Quebec.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have a very, very nice view here. The only ones I don't see are the ones from Campbellton because there's a mountain in front. But
I
the other ones I can see from home.
on the wrong side of the mountain to be seeing Campbellton, but I don't even know if they're actually doing them anymore. To tell you the truth, I had heard that they had cut that budget right down.
Could be. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen them in a while. But then again, with everything that happened in the last 2 years, everything was cut. So
Mm-hmm.
sell fireworks because we are in the forest.
Mm.
Okay, that's not fun. I don't like fireworks due to my dog. Scared and becomes slap dog. Can't say I like fireworks either. Weird, right? Yeah, you guys are weird. Well, I can't say that I love them, but I don't mind them, and the kids like it. It's pretty cool.
I've enjoyed fireworks. To tell you the truth.
Well, it's you sit down and relax, especially on the beach. You'll sit down on the beach.
Mm.
You can fish with a beer in your hand. Just I don't know. There's something about the beach.
Yep. Well, you've got enough of them around you, so
Yeah, thankful for that for sure.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And you live on the beach. Yeah, I'm not far from the beach. Fireworks are a waste and a war imitation. Yeah, well, it depends. Like the noise. I mean, I don't necessarily like the noise if I'm too close, but from here I don't hear them. All I see is a bunch of lights.
Mm, I like the big ones that you actually feel it right in your chest. The boom. That's what I like.
It was indeed. Last year I watched fireworks off the Mackinac Bridge in Michigan. It was pretty.
I can imagine.
I'd like to see the ones on New Year's Eve in New York. Those must be
Yeah.
something.
I was thinking the same. Debbie's that's her like bucket list. She wants to go to New York City and to be able to do like Times Square at a celebration period of some kind. Yeah, that is amazing.
The magic music, I dig it. And Jesse agrees with Slava. Garden therapy.
Yep.
So what's coming in the next few days, next few weeks, maybe for you?
Uh, well, I just put on my community page. We just had a bull calf on the farm, um, born yesterday morning, and both mama and the baby are all safe and sound and healthy. And
Right on.
um, I'm always on the lookout for possibly a mama cow that I can put with the breed.
You have the Ireland cows, right?
Highland, yeah. Well, the ladies are Highland, and Barney is a red Angus 2,500 pound bull.
Oh, nice.
Then sit there and go up to his nose and go. "Brrr." He is like a big dog. Um, the only thing is you don't turn your back. Obviously, he's 2,500 pounds. You can't be stupid around animals, or you die.
Yeah.
If he gets angry and he decides to charge you, you better have an out, or it's gonna hurt.
Or you're not gonna feel a thing, but you won't wake up again.
Exactly. But um, he's been there since he was a year old, so he is so used to his leash. He's used to, all of us around. Um, there's a couple people that were new that thought they'd be smart and maybe go into the pen, and I'm around more than most people, and I wouldn't go in the pen without Rob beside me because Barney knows his voice. Oh, he knows my voice. I probably would now. But yeah, this guy was like, "Oh, look at the ball." Like, dude, you're gonna die. Get out of there.
Some people don't think.
City folk, right? They don't. The only thing they see from Angus is whenever they buy it in a 3-pack of T-bone steaks at the store. They don't actually get to see the farm. And yeah, we just went and picked up 20 new laying hens, I guess, last Monday.
Nice.
So we're back to 40.
Okay, cool.
Um, yeah, so we've got to get the barn cleaned out because the meat birds are just about ready to go into the barn, and the layers are going to go into their chicken house. So during the summer, they go in their chicken house, and then they free range around the farm all day. And the meat birds, the turkeys go into like a turkey tracker. So they go into their little turkey tracker thing, and the meat birds go in the barn because they're not good with. I don't know if you've. Well, yeah, you do meat birds, so they're not good with huge changes in temperature, and you know once they've gorged themselves, yeah. Anyways, it's Rob feeds them probably about 10 pounds for, I think we got 40 birds this year. He'll give them about 10 pounds in the morning, and then that's all they get for the day.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say they do not eat the whole thing. Like, yes, there is a couple of them that will plop themselves down on top of the feeder all day. But for the most part, you get to know that there's going to be food there all the time. They don't have to gorge themselves.
Yeah.
So our birds ranged last year. I think the biggest one was 11 and a half pounds, and the smallest was 5 pounds.
Nice. My meat chickens this year, they're probably the biggest they've ever been at this time of year. This is
Good.
my third year doing the meat chickens, and I'm used to go to work and only feed them when I get back home, right?
Okay.
But now Cells usually goes to the property in the morning, so he opens the door to let them out in their chicken run,
Okay.
feeds them, and then I come back from work. and I go shut down everything, like close all the doors and feed them again. So they get fed twice a day instead of only once. So they're pretty much the same size right now as they were last year at the end of July.
Wow.
So I could, in theory, I could probably butcher them right now and have three 3 to 4 pounds
Yeah.
of chicken right now.
I don't know. I just I like the like 8 to 10 pound bird because, family of five, we've got a meal and then we have enough to do
Leftover for yeah.
salad, chicken salad sandwich for, the next day.
The
So
only thing I don't like the big ones for is because the little bags I ordered, they don't fit in. It's either
uh,
I buy bigger bags,
yeah,
those are shrinking bags,
yeah.
but the ones I found on Amazon, like I never know which one to get. I couldn't fit the turkeys in, so whatever I can fit a turkey in is the one I'm gonna buy this year. I
Oh
have
yeah,
8 turkeys also.
yeah. We do the biggest ones, and that way there, if we have to,
Okay.
um, it, you just suck the air out and you got a little extra plastic.
Yeah,
But that's what we do, and um, he had never he had never heard of letting your turkey or chicken rest for 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours in ice water. They always used to just clean them, pluck them, and then put them in the freezer. And I'm like, oh, I said, no, 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 no. I said, leave them for 24 to 48 hours because it helps. They start breaking down and they're much more tender.
hmm,
And he's like, really? And I'm like, just try it with a couple this year. And I
you'll see
said,
the
the
difference.
ones that I'm taking, I'm going to leave in, ice water for 48 hours. And he did. He's already said this year, I've already started to make ice blocks because he said, we're going to leave them sit in ice for
Yeah,
48 hours.
it makes a nice difference.
Oh, does it ever? It makes the chicken so much tender, you know?
Just to answer to your question, Melissa, I was hoping to. I'm not quite ready, so I'm probably gonna have to wait next year, unless like I have a friend that might be able to find me some later in the summer. I'll see, but I am not ready right now, so I doubt that I will get pigs this year. She
And
said the son wants to ride a bull.
yeah, well, good luck with that. Um, but yeah, so if you're looking for, yeah, if you were to get pigs much later than now, you're gonna want to butcher in January any size whatsoever. Like you're gonna want a good 6, 7 months of growth.
But I could buy them bigger already.
You could buy them like what we're gonna do. Yeah, then they're partially grown already. Um, but try to find a breeder that's got some left
Yeah, that's the thing.
because everybody and their dog is getting um, everybody's growing meat now.
Yeah,
People are actually starting to realize that
it's better.
people weren't crazy.
Hmm.
And there we go. Yeah, maybe everybody wasn't so cuckoo about you know canning and storing and you
It
know
makes sense. They
yeah.
made sense.
Well, you know, I've been 2 years of growing a garden again, and I was blessed by one of my family members on my channel. Um, I had bought a seed starter, and they gave me the money to be able to. Um, so feeding, instead of blessing 11 families, or sorry, I got too many numbers going flipping around in my head tonight. I was going to be able to bless seven to 10 people. Well, after I went and paid for it, I was able to do a whole extra growth. So it turned out I ended up blessing 14 families in the end with
Nice.
with what I'm hoping between those 13 families could be upwards of 3,000 pounds of food. If you take in the tomatoes, cucumbers, zucchinis, and everything else, if you add in, now I don't know if they've let them die or whatever, but whenever they got it, it was top. They were very healthy. So I know what
Oh,
here. So if they produce anywhere close to me, what I was able to grow, thank you to my one, well, I call him a very good friend right now. That's we've turned into very good friends. Um, no, fireworks are starting.
all right. It's gonna be your time to go.
Well, no. These are like not the big ones in town. These people all around here that are not. But
Just to answer Marilene's questions before she leaves, yeah, the bags could fit the rabbits. I would probably need to buy the bigger ones. I
hmm,
think last year what I did, I used those regular vacuum sealer bags and I vacuum sealed them instead of the shrinking bags.
that's what I want to try to do. Is I want to try. We let our pigs grow. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Last year we got them the end of no, the middle of May, and we butchered 1st of December, and they were anywhere from 270. One was 275, and one was 325. And,
Last year I wasn't able to harvest my pigs. I had to get rid of them because of what happened. But the previous year they were at my brother's place, and it was our first year. We got them at I think it was the beginning of June. I have in mind the end of May, beginning of June.
yeah,
And like you said earlier, we have snow in September, October, November. So we butchered them on Halloween. So it was on October 31st. So 5 months. We weren't allowed to pass Halloween in 2020, obviously. And we ended up with 140 pounds on each pig. It's not much. We didn't know what we know now. Like we read what we needed to feed them the minimum, and we went with the minimum instead of just trying to make them grow a lot more. Like they weren't starving, but we didn't overfeed them. Let's just
yeah.
say. So, but now we know better. Now we just go and feed them.
But don't feed them to the point like we we fed ours one two good meals a day plus
Mhm.
snacks. Um, and they only had maybe 3/4 of an inch of fat on the outside of them. So most of it went to, like, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of the homesteaders that are down south. I've seen how they force feed and whatever, or they don't call it force feed, but um, we do up here. Force feed, where they just feed. Well, they've
Mhm.
got like almost 2 inches of fat over the whole hog. I'd rather do what we did, and you put that into meat development instead of fat development. And our guys would run around the pen, which gave amazing, you know, gave amazing texture to the meat. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
But
Gotta run. Okay, thank you very much, Jesse.
yes, I got
Sharing
to.
things and being here.
that's it. I'm to head out here shortly too, but
Yeah, bye everyone. Michael is here. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, I was gonna go anytime soon now as well because, well, I'm always up early in the morning. Even if I go to bed late, can't sleep in the morning. 6 a.m. I'm up.
yep.
Um, I don't know. I just for some reason I don't know if it's because I have too much things on my mind or just because of the habit. I had kids and the animals, and I'm just used to get up early in the morning. But it's
Well,
just what it is. I get up. Yeah.
we're
And on the weekend, I like to do like I get up, go take a warm bath with my coffee, and then I go out in the garden to finish my coffee. Now, lately, what we started doing is a couple folks here in Canada. You've probably seen the link on the Facebook group. Is we go on Saturday morning, we just connect on Teams meeting, and we have a little chat while drinking coffee, just like casual, not on the internet or anything. Like we don't stream anywhere. It's just us talking about everything, right? So we're free to say whatever we want.
yeah. Well, I'll have
It
a look.
helps connect.
I'll have a look there tomorrow. Send me the link.
Yep, I will.
And like I say, it all depends on my night. Uh, Asms lately, um, just because with having bronchitis, not sleeping properly, and the coughing is actually starting spasms in my spine
Oh,
from coughing so much. So yeah, it makes for trying to now, but hopefully, you know, here's hoping that starts to subside soon. But
yeah. Yeah, see you in the morning, Patrick. Have a great weekend. Yeah. Happy Canada Day, everyone. I'm going to call it a night now. Thank you very much, Scott, for being here.
thank you.
Let's hope that we can get the help that
We don't have we don't
Joni
have,
deserve.
yeah, we don't have the hope.
No.
Bears has got the plan already in motion. We just don't know yet.
Yeah.
But he's already got this all figured out. He just hasn't let us know and Tony and Joni know what's going on,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, hopefully
It'll go according to plan.
take care, guys. And if you're not subscribed, come on over. I'm over my 1K now,
Monetized.
and I'm also on
TikTok.
under the same name. Yeah.
Perfect.
So
Right on.
Keeps me busy.
Yeah. Like we're not busy enough with the homestead and the kids and the work and all that, right?
My kids though are grown, buddy.
Yeah, yours are, but not mine.
My baby is 6'5", 275 pounds in the military. So
Oh, I was gonna say you might have grandkids soon, but if he's in the military, might not be that.
no, the oldest one has a wonderful boyfriend, and they'll probably be the first ones to go. And my middle, she's she's just happy doing her schooling and whatever else, and yeah, Kyle's got one more year of school left. He's in the reserves right now with the artillery, and then he was to be deployed this month, but he's asked for an extension to next year because he's in school to become a military police officer.
Oh, cool.
So that takes a while to get all the stuff going. So what he's hoping is he'll get everything ready to go, get his schooling done next May, start his paperwork, and then he'll deploy in June.
Nice. That's pretty awesome.
No.
Not for you, but I mean, it's
He's not deploying to Newfoundland or something.
no, I know, but I mean, it's yeah,
their their deployment's going to Lafayette, so right in the middle.
yeah. That part is not as fun, but when he comes back, you will have a nice retirement, and he'll be able to retire early, and
He's 20 years old and he's already got 3 years of military pension in.
yeah. And they do what, 20 years? I think they have
No,
to do
25 now. They just
25 now.
at their last raise point, they just the Canadian military last year, 2020 or 2021 got big increase in pay, and they upped it from 20 years of service to 25 years of service.
Well,
But
still, you start at 18, 43 is going to be retired.
he was 17. I had to sign for him.
Oh wow, so 42.
Yeah, 42 years old. He can retire full pension.
Hey, can you imagine? I'd be able to retire in 3 years.
I would have been able to retire 6 years ago.
Yeah, I think I'm happier where I am now. I don't want to go in the army. Just to have someone yell at me would be enough for me to go to prison, probably.
And then I grew up in Petawawa, so I that's the only reason why I didn't go in the military, because somebody'd yell in my face and I'd yell right back at them. Where Kyle grew up playing football, high level football. He gave up 4 football scholarships, to stay with the military. So he's invested. So
Yeah, he likes it, I guess.
yeah. Alrighty. So, anyways, thank you all. Take care. Thank you for having me on, Remy.
You're welcome. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you for what you're doing for Tony and Joni. It truly means a lot.
I'll try my best.
And everybody take care, and we'll talk to you all after.
Yep. Take care, guys.